of this program is to earn money for the town. So we're all doing our part if we save these little pieces and put them in the brown grocery bag.
So how do people conveniently do this? Do they have a system in their kitchen where they have a bin for this, a bin for that, a bin for something else? How do you do it in your house, for instance?
I do not have a new kitchen.
Yeah,
my kitchen is probably 25 years old.
Yeah.
So we don't have all those little slots to have different bins in.
Right.
But what I do is I take the brown grocery bag
Right.
from the store, which I ask for when I'm at the checkout,
Right.
paper in plastic.
Right.
So I take the
too.
paper grocery bag and I just open it up and put it right next to the trash. So when I have something in my hand, like these cards, and I'm leaning towards the trash, right there visually I can see trash or paper recycle.
So it's all making it really convenient, because I walk across my dining room, open the cellar door, and put it in there, see? So I should move all that back into my kitchen.
Well,
so that I don't have to do all that walking.
For paper, I think that's the easiest thing.
That's what I do.
And that's where the brown paper bag starts out anyway, so it's right there, so you just put it right there next to your trash.
So it's clever to keep it away from kids and dogs and all that kind of thing? Not so easy? Easy? Not so easy.
I have 3 children.
Yeah.
Well, 2 are off in college now, but there was never a problem with them.
Right.
However, dogs is a good point. So I have it underneath the counter.
So actually, the key is making it as convenient as possible for people.
Yes.
They do tear, drop, and that's that.
And that's it. And when the bag is full, you just pick up the bag and you carry it out to the curb.
Right.
Here we are at coffee. Smells so good here. You can grind your own right over here. And the nice thing about this is, when you grind it, you get it in a paper bag, which then goes in the paper and cardboard recycle when you're done. Over here, you can also get it in a metal can, which goes in the commingled blue box recycle at the end. But up here, we're encountering that plastic bag again. So once again, you've got choices, and you can make the ecological choice for packaging or not.
Let me go back to your premise about money,
Yes.
which interests everybody, I hope, watching the show, and the saving thereof. What do you mean by Milton getting more money? Do we actually put it in the bank? And Milton, where does it come? Do you know how we get it?
Well,
what process is?
What actually happens is Waste Management, which is the company that picks up all of our trash and our recycle, gives us monthly reports about the tonnage. And they either charge us, depending on the tonnage of trash that they had to take away, or they charge us a slightly lower rate for the amount of recycle they had to take away, or they send us a credit for the amount of paper that they took away and that they then were able to sell on the recycled paper open market, and we get the revenue. So what that means is every year we have a fiscal challenge. That's just what happens when you're in a community that doesn't have as much business as we would as some other communities do.
So this is like adding a business onto the town of Milton, which we've been talking about
yeah.
for raising a lot of revenue because we're so dependent on the real estate taxes. This is like another business.
It is. That's a very good way to put it, Natalie, because the town gets revenue, and that revenue then either closes a gap like we had this year, or it gives us additional revenue to add a firefighter, or
a teacher,
or a police officer, or pave some roads, or fix some lights, or whatever it is that is on the hot list for the town.
Right. Very good. Excellent.
It gives us
very important.
Yeah. Thank you. Point out something that I think is very interesting, Natalie. Nesquik right here has a container that's plastic, and if you look on the bottom, they've got the little recycle sign, but they also have something else on the bottom. It says top rack dishwasher safe, which means that the company is expecting you as the consumer to reuse this container. That's great.
Yeah.
And they're actually encouraging you to do that by putting it on the bottom.
So, write them a letter?
Absolutely.
Or what? How would you tell them?
That's a very good point.
And where do you find out where to write the letter? I need to know these things.
The easiest thing to do is to go to the website of the product. And they always have a contact us link that you can click on.
Right.
And it sometimes opens an email, sometimes it opens a little window, and you can just type your comments in there. And this is the best way to tell them about what you think about their packaging. If they've just changed from, let's say, those bacon bits earlier,
right.
the glass jar that you've always been used to, but now they're showing the container, which is the plastic bag, and you don't like it, tell them that. Because how are they going to know what consumers think unless we contact them? And the internet makes that the easiest way. Every website has it.
Right, sure.
So go to Nesquik and say, good job.
About convenience in the kitchen.
Yes.
Tell me about some of these bins that are here and how they might be able to be used for recycling.
That's a really good point that you bring up, Natalie, because a lot of people think, oh, well, I can't have a recycle center unless I redo my whole kitchen, and that's thousands and thousands. But there are products out there like this, which you could use as a recycle bin. This has a lid that will keep the dog out.
Right.
It's got these porous sections here so that if it was used for cans and bottles or whatever, if they leaked, it still won't get really grimy. And you can take it outside and hose it down so it's easy to clean. And you can just bring this into your existing kitchen as it is and use it.
But let me point out something.
Yeah.
If this was full, I wouldn't be able to carry it out to it'd be too heavy. But I rather like this size for someone like me who can, if that's full, I could manage it because it wouldn't be too heavy. So
it's got nice handles
wouldn't
on it.
This do also?
Absolutely.
I like the size of that for a kitchen. It doesn't take up too much room. So you have some choices here for recycling bins, even though they look like laundry belongs in them. You can put other things in them. So this is good, and this is all right here at Shaw's.
Yeah, that's right.
So you don't have to go to any other store.
That's right. Now, if you are planning to redo your kitchen,
no, that would be lovely.
Yeah, just make sure that you include a recycle center so that it's convenient. It's right there, like you're saying. They've got ones now that are balanced, and you just pull it out and drop things in, pull it back in. Don't even see it. It's lovely.
Okay.
Good.
Very nice.
Something I noticed when I was here before. Here's quite a few choices when it comes to the product Resolve. And really, this is a spray can that has to go in the trash. That's another kind. This is the only one that really has the symbol on the bottom. And so, you know, this is another example of where you can choose what it is you want. And if you really want it to be good,
now show me the woolite up there. What's that? What is that fancy looking? Is this recyclable?
I don't think so. No, because
so
once again, it's under pressure. So it has to go in the trash.
And including the plastic on the outside.
The whole business,
so that's really not a good choice.
Not a good thing.
Okay. Right.
So, you know, here's a refill. This is good. And a trigger bottle can go in the recycle, or you just keep it and keep using the refill.
Right.
And when it finally falls apart, then it goes in the recycle.
Okay.
You need to resolve to make the right choices. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to point out something else, which I'm sure you're probably aware of. But here are two products by All, and they're exactly the same. This is laundry detergent. One is called All Small and Mighty, and the other is the regular All. Ugh, very big up here, not small, not mighty, and very heavy. And you know why it's so heavy?
No.
Because you're holding water. This is concentrate, but that one has the water already added. Now, why would you pay for extra water, pay for the trucking and the fuel to get the water here, pay for them, wherever it is that this is manufactured, to put the water in? You don't need the water. All you need is the concentrate. Now, you might think, what's the difference in the price? $6.29 for this big one, $6.29 for Small and Mighty.
Right.
Small and Mighty makes 32 loads, and
this makes 32 loads.
So, same price, same amount,
right.
Heavier product,
very interesting.
More water, and that means more trucking, which means more CO2 into the air.
Very interesting.
So
that's a new one. I like that. Yeah.
Almost out of time here. We're not even through the aisles. We could be here all day, but I hope that this has helped just raise awareness about the choices that we can all make as we go up and down the aisles. There's the choices we make about packaging of the products can make a huge difference.
Now, where do we get more information?
Oh, thank you.
Let's hear.
A wonderful segue. If you want more information, please go to our website, the Sustainable Milton website. Easy to remember. It's www.sustainablemilton.org, not com, org. And there are many links there. We've got over 120 links to outside resources that are available on the internet. And we'll wait for that. And we also have lots of information there about buying local, about transportation, about all sorts of topics. And so I suggest that everyone go and take a moment to look at our website. There's lots to learn out there in this area. This trip today is just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, I've learned a lot. Personally, I really have, because I tend to go back to the old things, and I'm probably buying a lot of products I don't need. So this will help me in carrying out all my trash and recycling, and let them do it instead of me. Good idea. Very good.
And thank you.
Very
just remember, paper,
right.
cardboard, paperboard, those backings, all of that goes in the brown bag right out to the curb and will earn money for the town and help us all. Again, I'm Laurie MacIntosh. This is Natalie Albers, and I have to correct myself on one thing. I keep saying blue boxes. Well, it turns out in some parts of town they're green boxes. So, blue, green, recycle. Watch for your Recycle Up card, post it on the fridge, and keep it handy so that all members of your family can help with this Recycle Up effort. Thank you.